So what my project was based on is whether or not Sinuessa, I could improve Sinuessa in 40 years with a common knowledge of specific needs. My specific needs were, in priority, water, security, industry, forums, and culture and amenities and entertainment. Sinuessa is a colony founded in around 300 BC. It is located on the relative border of the Campania region in ancient Italy. Sinuessa, the city of Sinuessa is a stable society, but it has many inequities, meaning that there's a small amount of rich people or a large amount of poor people, or there's a small amount of education in one region and no education in a larger region. In order to improve the city, we must eliminate these inequities. Now, my hypothesis was that if I move the industries up to the north, which is visibly shown here, that the remaining houses within the regions that were not educated, that had primitive or well water sources, or did not have education, all in this middle region right here, then they would develop with the absence of the industries. These houses did develop in the long run. As I found out, the cost of moving the industries plus the expenses of building a local workforce and expanding the city wall and building aqueducts, markets, and forums all added together to outweigh the benefits. You see, overall population declined because of several factors. Consequently, the population tax also declined. Industry tax income was sort of up and down, like the fluctuations of the modern market today. But the difference is the population tax and the industry tax don't match up. Industry, instead of a gradual decrease or increase on the whole, such as the population tax, the industry tax was affected by the placing of forums to collect taxes, or lack of a local workforce, or no access to a market, or sometimes even simple market fluctuations. You see, overall population went down even though the middle of the city developed. So even though the areas grew bigger and there was villas and more people crowded into these residences, the population still went down, probably because of a 100% employment factor, but also because of other mitigating factors like riots and barbarians and high taxes. So as a result, major changes in the city after 40 years, the moving the industries and raising the land value of the middle district of the city, were on balance detrimental to its prosperity. Moving the industries was probably one of the worst decisions to do to improve the city. As my teammate Vaughn said, if we could simply keep the industries in the center and maybe we could focus on other things instead of making the land values higher or pleasing the people, but rather to improve the life of the people so far, which is to say to build a secure aqueduct system, to provide markets, temples, and to provide the greatest opportunity for people in those regions to develop.
Awesome.